What I believe it is now, as the funding dried up, funding, fundraisings, or whatever funding they were getting, uh, that was never questioned. It was all right for the uh, housewives and whatever to come teach or even go to their college to try to pull their community up since they're so dedicated to their students, is to educate them and show them that it is can be better people in higher offices making better decisions. But when you have um, parents on a criminal uh, con or organization, and it is the greatest kept secret between family and family members that they're going to be the entitled, and life is going to be easy for them because you find a sucker every day that comes to our city that you don't have to worry about education. It was probably a form of homeschooling when they sit at the table and talked about fundraisings like they were a job, but it was just a crooked organization. Now, when you get the light on different subjects, whether you're important or not, it brings up uh, the benefit of a doubt that maybe it is something going on. You know, or what if it was? Look how much money I contribute to something that I turned out to be a scam, like Red Cross was ran out of town about 3 years ago. Now they are back and they were doing something else. Um, as precious as blood is, and it's always itemized on your doctor bill, uh, they won't give you anything for when you get $75 first time you go anywhere, any other state, and $35 afterwards. There were families supporting their self, not begging, not panhandling, not doing anything. Proud people supplemented their income by you doing the right thing. But up here, the other day, one whether they're lying or not, and I probably feel that they are. This one baby girl had to have transfusions. I don't know how many weeks or whatever, and it was such a odd blood type that somebody happened to come in and donate the blood. But you won't give not even a sucker to a sucker for donating blood, and you thought that you had not only a cash cow coming in, you thought you had somebody that once you got through with all the fundraisers and all the stuff that you stole, and you made him feel so uncomfortable that he wanted to leave and go back to where the hell he came from. You don't care that you won't even give him $75 to catch a bus to get out of town after you done fucked him. So all the stuff is turning on you now. So now the teacher, Governor Ducey, reaching into the stolen pot of money, giving his own self a raise. Teachers looking and say, "Hey, where my cut at?" This money was supposed to be set aside where interest would accumulate, and everybody would get a check when the scam won't go no further. But rather than that, people start dipping land trust, different other stuff they called it, into the pot. And then now the housewives, which was told to watch the kids while we go out and steal, say, "Hey, where my cut at?" This is where all this is stemming from. Crooks arguing over money. See, El Paso is a town that survives around a military base. They keep their, for the most part, they keep their attitude and prejudice to themselves. They go to work and they commingle with different nationalities, and that town works. This town is too far away and too out of luck to have any tourist attractions that would amount to anything. So what do? You make up a tourist attraction. You make up fundraising. You make up different other Jim Tillman runs, which is a travesty. You got these people running out there when the air quality and pollution is at its worst for 3 or 4 days. You never mention it, but when it got close, when it got on Jim Tillman's day, you mentioned nothing. I watched 2 or 3 news channels, mentioned nothing of air quality that day. Nothing. How many days have you ran when pollution was at its worst? Phoenix, people that were born here, and snowbirds, because you're running to get suckered into giving them some money. Um, Only to find out years later, you've been running in a city that you don't need to be running in with all the pollution that lingers in the air. Your own people will do something to you. Family members, if they can help themselves, they'll hurt you. Thank you.